What is the war on drugs?
I don't know that much about the war on drugs, but from what I do know, it is trying to get control over the amount of illegal drug use in the United States.
Why does it exist?
The popularity of illegal drug use is out of control in the United States and could become detrimental to society.
Where does the war on drugs take place?
Legal authorities tracking down illegal drug users and drug trafficking, I guess.
Is there a lot of drug use in Reading?
I know that there's a significant amount of people who have died from heroin overdoses, and it is something you hear about in the newspapers, and marijuana use is popular in a lot of high school environments, so I assume it's the same at Reading.
How much do you learn about drugs in school or by your parents?
The only time I've learned about drugs in school is in decisions, and they basically just say don't do them. I don't think my parents have taught me that much about drugs. I've never really been the type to be interested in drug use.
Do you think it is an issue that people use or sell drugs?
I do think it's an issue because a lot of the drugs that people use, they don't know what the long-term side effects will be, so it's something that could become a major issue in healthcare in decades beyond this.
Should the government step in to help stop the problem?
Yes, I think they should.
What is the war on drugs?
The war on drugs is basically people across America using substances that are illegal, and the DEA is trying to get rid of them.
Where does it take place?
All across America.
Why does it exist?
Because people feel the need to get a high.
Is there a lot of drug use in Reading?
I'd say
Not to chirp. Yes.
not a lot of high hallucinogens and stuff, but I'd say marijuana, yeah.
Why do people feel the need to do drugs?
Because they just want to experience something in their day that's like a high, I guess.
How much do you learn about drugs in school or by your parents?
In decisions and health issues, we learned a good amount about them. And kind of from my parents.
Do you think it's an issue that people use or sell drugs?
Yeah, probably, because with the drug use, there's a lot of overdoses and people are dying, so it's a problem.
Should the government step in to help or stop the problem?
I would say yes, basically what they're doing. I don't really see how they could do more. Maybe more undercover agents or something, I don't really know.
The war on drugs is the battle against kids and adults to get them to stop using drugs, I guess. I don't really know.
Where does the war on drugs take place?
Everywhere. Everywhere that drugs are present, I guess.
Why does it exist?
Because people like to get high and they've made some bad decisions in their life and get hooked on stuff.
Is there a lot of drug use in Reading?
Yeah, there's a decent amount, I'd say.
How much do you learn about drugs in school or by your parents?
Probably a lot more in school through the health classes and all that stuff. So.
Do you think it's an issue that people use or sell drugs?
I think it's an issue with drugs that kill people, like heroin and that stuff, but I think small amounts of drugs are kind of okay. But I mean, I don't know, none of it's that good, so.
Should the government step in to help stop the problem?
I think they should go one or the other. They should completely step in, or they should kind of step way back and let them either, if they want to kill themselves on drugs, and let them go for it. But it should be one or the other, not kind of both. That's what I think.